Hi guys, I hope you're all doing good. In this video, we will provide you the roadmap for the upcoming Prelims 2024 exams. However, before I provide that roadmap, I want to first clear out some aspects of what is happening in your minds. There are a lot of students who are confused as to should I start dedicating the entire time for prelims? Should I balance mains as well as prelims? Or should I prepare for mains till the end of December? I know that there is always that confusion. I know that there is always a trade-off. When you start preparing for prelims, you will always have that insecurity regarding mains. When you are preparing for mains, you will always have insecurity regarding prelims. This is natural. Tell yourself that each and everyone in this country preparing for this exam will have the same feeling. Okay. Now, before I get into the roadmap aspect of UPSC Prelims 2024, let me just give you one aspect of how a mind plays a trick. Okay, you have two important window of preparation from June to November. That is, you have June, July, August, September, October, November. These 6 months are meant for your mains preparation. In these 6 months, you are going to prepare notes on all the 4 GS papers. You are going to write a lot of essays. You are going to improve your answer writing. You are going to improve your handwriting as well as your pace of writing. So all this, including your optionals, you have to make sure that you develop competence in your optionals as well. So all these things has to happen from June to November. You have 6 months for that. Starting from December you have December, January, February, March, April. Okay, you have this 5 months dedicated for prelims preparation. Okay, in this you have to make sure that you solve a lot of papers. You develop very good clarity in that 8 core basic subjects. And you make sure that you develop the habit of deductions through logical reasoning, as well as you have to develop competency in your paper 2, that is your CSAT paper. So these are the broadly 2 windows of your UPSC preparation. But usually what happens, let me tell you how the mind plays a trick. Usually those students who don't clear prelims from the month of June till November, when they also have to prepare for mains, in that period they will be thinking about prelims. They will feel that my basics are not strong. I am not strong in my prelims itself. What is the point of preparing for mains? So in that period of mains window, they will worry about prelims. And now comes the prelims window. The prelims window starts from December till April. So from December to April is the prelims window, where now you have to study for prelims, where you start thinking about mains. So you start thinking, I have not done enough answer writing practice. So what is the point of preparing for prelims if I don't know my optional well itself? Okay, so one thing what you should understand is this is a trick played by your mind, irrespective of what level of preparation you are in. Irrespective of how much of practice you have done in that mains window, when you go to the prelims window, you will always feel that insecurity regarding mains. Irrespective of how much practice you have done for prelims window, whenever you go to the mains window, you will always feel that insecurity regarding prelims. This realization should happen to each and every student. Once it happens to each and every student, then the allocation of time that you give for what you have to prepare for mains and prelims will be properly done. It will be done with proper reasoning. Otherwise, you will allocate time purely on the basis of emotions. Please don't allocate time purely on the basis of emotions. Okay, so I hope you got this mind playing the trick aspect. Now, usually what is happening, most of the students in the month of December, I told you from December to April is your prelims window. Now this is the time where a lot of people are feeling insecure, feeling that they have not done much for mains. This is natural. This is okay. So what I would like to tell you is, you keep December as 1 month for you to transit towards prelims. December is a month where you allocate time a little bit for your mains. Okay, that is, if you ask me, if you are allocating 10 hours every day, then in the 10 hours, 7 hours should go for prelims, 3 hours should go for mains. And if you ask me, please make sure that you dedicate more time to optionals for the 3 hours. Okay, but use this December month to start off your prelims preparation. Please don't delay at all. All those students who have not cleared prelims even once, or all those students who are freshers, who are attempting for the very first time, please take it from me, under any circumstances, start off your prelims preparation from this December. Okay, so this is my one important note for all the students. Alright, especially those students who are freshers, who are attempting prelims for the first time, or who have been attempting but have not cleared prelims even once, please start off in the month of December. This is a very serious note. It is okay if your mind plays the trick. I'll tell you the reason. The reason why it is important for you to start off your prelims in December is because, one, the trends have changed in UPSC. 2. The depth of asking the question has changed in UPSC. The depth is even more now. 3. The factual questions have increased in UPSC. So if we have to remember the facts, you have to revise many number of times. Before, there were a lot of conceptual questions, and these conceptual questions would have got you past the goal. But now, because the conceptual questions have come down and factual aspects has increased, you have to make sure that you revise many number of times to retain that facts. And the last is CSAT paper. CSAT paper has become a game changer, and it is becoming very, very difficult. So you have to practice. I'm not telling it is very difficult that it has gone to CAT level. That is wrong. But you have to make sure that you practice and give that paper its enough due respect. If you give that due respect and practice, CSAT also becomes very easier. Okay, so because of these 4 aspects, I would please request all of you students to start preparing for prelims from December. Okay, so I hope I have made my point clear. Okay, so with this, I want all my students to start off their prelims preparation from December. All those students who have not done your optionals can use the month of December to study your optionals. But as I told you, only 30% of the time should be allocated to optionals. The rest of the time should be allocated to prelims. Okay, now let us go about what is the blueprint for this prelims exam 2024. Okay, now first, before we plan up to April, first we will put a checkpoint in February, and let us plan what each and every student has to do up to the end of February. Okay, so if I tell up to the end of February, you have 3 months: December, January and February. So these are the broader things that I am going to tell you that a student has to do if that person has to clear prelims. Okay, so once you get through that point of February, whatever checkpoints that we have kept at February, if you are able to clear that, that means that you are ready for the next plan of action. Okay, so in this video, the blueprint will be from December, January and February. What are the things that a student has to do from December, January and February? With that, understanding that, and you can make your own modifications, obviously, I am going to give you the broader framework in which you have to play this game. You can obviously make certain changes regarding your strengths and weaknesses, but I am going to give you a general template of how you have to carry forward 2 subjects. 2 sections. One is CSAT paper and the second is general studies paper. Okay, you have to make sure that you balance both. You cannot prioritize one over other like we used to do before. Okay, so with that, now let me start off. The first month is December. Okay, in the December, I want you to purely focus on CSAT. Okay, so December month, keep December month as concept building class for CSAT. In CSAT, you have 4 sections. One is quantitative aptitude, the second is logical reasoning, the third is reading comprehension, and the fourth is basic numeracy. Okay, so list down all the topics under these 4 sections. After listing down all the topics under these 4 sections, make sure that you start solving topic wise at least 10 to 15 questions on every topic. Okay, so this exercise is nothing but building confidence as building conceptual clarity regarding all these 4 sections. Okay, let it take 1 month, build that competency very well. Please leave any type of bias. If you feel that I am strong in quant, so I will do only quant, no. If you feel that I am strong in my English, so I'll do only reading comprehension, no. You have to give sufficient time to all the 4 sections. This is a very, very important attribute of why I'm giving you the entire December to practice CSAT. Okay, so the first thing is give the December month for CSAT conceptual building. Make sure that you solve enough number of problems on every topic under those 4 sections. So once you have solved every topic, let us say the December month is done and all the 4 sections you have solved abundant amount of problems and you're confident in your concepts. Now, in the month of January and February, regarding CSAT, this is what I want you to do. Every day, I want you to solve for 1 hour CSAT test. Okay, for 1 hour, 40 questions CSAT test. Okay, how do you do it? You go to the bookstore, you get test series of CSAT of different institutes, get all those papers and come to your house. Okay, now on day 1 of January, take the test paper from question 1 to 40, solve in 1 hour. Obviously in one paper you will have 80 questions. So from 1 to 40 if you solve on January 1st, from 41 to 80 you solve on January 2nd. So one paper you can use it for 2 days. On the first day, 40 questions, 1 hour. On the second day also, 40 questions, that is 41 to 80. 40 questions for 1 hour. Like this, starting from January 1st till the end of February, every day 1 hour, solve 40 questions. So, this is the entire idea of CSAT. So, your goal up to the end of February for CSAT is very simple. The goal is, in the month of December, build the concepts properly for all the 4 sections. Once you build that, from January 1st, you are going to solve every day 1 hour, 40 questions from the test, CSAT tests. Use that make sure that your mind should be tuned such that you are writing an exam. You should not lay back and try to relax and write. Make sure that you solve 40 questions under any circumstances within that 1 hour. You have to do it within that 1 hour. Okay, so that simulation of that exam is done during that practice session. This is very, very important. Okay, so if you do this from January 1st till the end of February, you would have every day 1 hour for the next 60 days done CSAT. If you do this for 2 months, believe me, your confidence will be very, very high. No one can shake you when you come to your CSAT paper. And I want you to get to that level by the end of February. So I hope you understood how to go about CSAT. Okay, now coming to the general studies paper. Okay, now general studies mainly has 8 core subjects. And it is very, very important for you to develop competency in all the 8 core subjects. Okay, what are these 8 core subjects? The first is polity, the second is economy, the third is geography, the fourth is environment, the fifth is ancient medieval art and culture, the sixth is modern India, the seventh is science and technology, and the eighth is agriculture, international relations. Okay, so these are the 8 core subjects. Alright, under any circumstances, please don't have a false feeling that one subject is having high priority compared to the other. The prioritization of the subject is gone. No more can you say that this subject has high priority because there is high questions coming from this. It is gone. You have to treat all the core subjects as important and develop competency in all the core subjects. Okay, so that is the first realization that I want you to have. Okay, now with that realization, you have 8 core subjects. Okay, what I want you to do is start studying these 8 core subjects from the month of January. So 8 core subject, I want you to allocate 7 days for one subject. If you allocate 7 days for one subject, there are 8 core subjects, 7 days for one subject makes it 56 days. Okay, so 56 days means you have January and February. By allocating 7 days for one subject, by the end of 2 months, you will be able to finish all the 8 core subjects studying once. Okay, so this is what broadly is the target. Now, within the subject, this is what I want you to do. I told you one subject is equal to 7 days. In that 7 days, I want you to study for 6 days, and on the 7th day, I want you to take 2 tests. Okay, one test in the morning, one test in the evening. This has to be the subject-wise test. Let me just give you an example. If you have studied for 6 days polity, on the 7th day, I want you to take a full-length polity test in the morning, a full-length polity test in the evening. Okay, take 2 tests, any test series will do, any test paper will do. Take that test, evaluate yourself. If you are scoring 95 plus or 100 plus, that means the 6 days of studies that you have done is good, your basics are strong. This is how you evaluate yourself whether you have studied well or not. Okay, if you are scoring less than 90, that means your concepts are still not so strong, so there has to be more revisions that has to be done. So all this has to be noted down in the notebooks. What kind of mistakes are you doing? Are you guessing much? Your factual information you are not able to recollect. Concepts you are very strong. Everything, whatever you do, the 2 tests should reflect your strengths. The 2 tests should reflect your weaknesses. Every little bit of information about your strengths and weaknesses regarding that subject has to be noted down in a notebook. Okay, so like this, every subject that you take 6 days, you study, 7th day, you take 2 tests. By doing that, by the end of 2 months, you have 8 core subjects. With that 8 core subjects, you are writing 2 tests at the 7th day of every subject. So by the end of these 2 months, you should have written 16 tests. 2 tests on every 8 core subjects. Now, once you are done with the 16 tests, once you are done with the GS, that is by the end of February, this is your checkpoint. By the end of February, 1, you have conceptually finished CSAT. 2, every day, 40 questions you have solved from CSAT. So you have solved almost 60 days, every day for 1 hour, 40 questions. When you take general studies, you have studied all the 8 core subjects, and on every subject you have taken 2 tests, and not only marked the score, you have also written down the strengths and weaknesses on every subject of yours. So I hope you realize what is the checkpoint for the general studies as well as CSAT for your prelims preparation till the end of February. Okay, so this is your first checkpoint. This is what I want you to do till February. Once you're done with this in the month of February, we are going to take off from where you stop from February till April. What is the way we have to plan ahead? I hope it has been very clear. You have to take CSAT as well as general studies together. Please don't prioritize one over the other. Take it together. By the end of February, if you can follow this broader plan, believe me that your confidence will do a world of good to what is going to happen henceforth from February. Otherwise, you are going to heed to all the ill advices that are going to come from the market, telling that the paper is very uncertain, giving you more and more attention towards ready-made materials, unnecessary informations, current affairs. So everything will be pushed into your head and you will do things that are not necessary for clearing prelims. So if you don't want to do that, if you want to end up in the position of strength, start now, start from December, make sure that you do whatever targets that we have given you till the end of February. This has to happen. CSAT, you have to build your concepts every day from January till February end, 1 hour 40 questions. GS, all the 8 core subjects studies should have been done. On every core subject, 2 tests should have been written. Everything should have been written in a notebook regarding your strengths and weaknesses on the particular subject. And that information will come from how you perform in those 2 exams on the 7th day after you study for the 6 days for a particular subject. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got to know how to go about your prelims preparation. Don't eat to your tricks played by your mind. You take a call, you control your mind. Don't let your mind control you. And I hope you understood what is the blueprint for your prelims preparation. I'll meet you again in the month of March. So by then, I hope that you would have completed whatever targets that we have given you. Okay, I hope it was helpful, guys. If you like this, please make sure that you like, share and subscribe. Please let it share this to as many students as possible, because this field is where a lot of students are confused or they are misguided. So please make sure that you share this video with your friends as well. All right, I'll meet you again, guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Bye.